is up, YouTube? All right, so Clash Royale has released the balance changes. We are here in the car in a pre-gym, pre-workout fucking YouTube video. So I think I was shadow banned. That's why I haven't uploaded for a while. Apparently, the internet says if you don't upload for a while, that helps your odds of getting unbanned or your content getting viewed again. I don't know. I tried it out. We'll see. Let's see how this video does. But yeah, Clash Royale. Finally, well, not finally, they do balance changes every month now, which is great. I like that a lot more than every 2 months. So the balance changes, I just talk about them. Personally, I'm actually a really big fan of them, except for maybe the boss bandit change. We'll get to that in a little bit. But honestly, overall, this is pretty good. They're killing cycle decks, and specifically log bait cycle decks, and I'm a big fan of that. I hate log bait with a passion, so nice to see Clash Royale doing something about that. So let's just get to the meat of this, all right? And I'll show you my meat. But yeah, Ice Spirit, first nerf, we're getting, I believe, minus 9%, going from 1.2 seconds freeze duration, down to 1.1 freeze duration. So it's a decent change, you know. It's just gonna freeze for a little bit less long. I think 1.1 is what it used to always be before they gave it that buff a while ago. So yeah, 1.1 seconds. It's also nerfed to the Evo Ice Spirit, obviously. So honestly, a little uncalled for, I think, because it's gonna make the Evo Ice Spirit really shit. But at least the regular Ice Spirit will be okay still. But the Evo is gonna be useless. Don't use the Evo anymore. It's received like 3 fucking nerfs in a row. I'm done with that Evo. I'm not using it anymore for sure. And now for the next nerf, we have the log. The log is getting a damage nerf. The damage nerf on the log is gonna go down to, I am pretty sure it's gonna go down to 263. I'm memorizing all of this. There's gonna be the fucking photo on the side. I'm just filming this on the go. But yeah, 263. I think it's like minus 9% damage, from like 285 to 263, something like that. I hate myself if I know this by heart. That's such a gooner thing to know. But yeah, what this changes is not a lot. It's just going to make it that a +1 level log is no longer going to be able to one-shot a firecracker or archers. That used to be an interaction that exists. If you had a mirrored log, it could one-shot firecracker or archers. Now it's no longer going to be the case. It might not be able to kill Rascal Girls. I'll have to double check about that, because Rascal Girls have a health that, like, it's barely enough to be killed by log. And it's also going to change the interaction where I'm pretty sure a +1 level Dark Goblin or Princess will be able to tank a log. It used to be a +2 level Dark Goblin or Princess will be able to tank a log. Now it's going to be a +1. So Mirror, honestly, just kind of buffing the Mirror here for that interaction. Mirror Dark Goblin might be a little bit annoying to deal with now. But yeah, I think overall a decent nerf. Log's just a bit too strong. I don't like the log, how strong it is. Kind of weird though, they're not gonna touch the bowler, because the bowler has been a card that usually has like the same damage as the log. So that's gonna be different. They don't have the same damage anymore. And the evil goblin barrel. So the cloned goblins, not like the decoy goblins, the fake little guys, they're gonna do less damage, and a lot less damage at that. 26% less, I think, or 25% less. They're going from 120, which is the same as the regular goblins, down to 89. So it's not going to change any interactions on troops, but it's just going to make them do a lot less damage. Actually, it might change a couple interactions on troops, but not any major ones. It's going to be like interactions where it takes like 3 shots instead of 2 or whatever. But yeah, pretty big nerf to the evil goblin barrel. Definitely one that needed to happen. That it's just 2 goblin barrels for 1, really. The fact that the other goblins don't die as easily, it's not even a huge difference really for the Goblin Barrel. It's still a super broken evolution, so really nice to see them getting nerfed. Evo Witch also getting a nerf to her healing. Really good. Definitely happy with this one. It's like the 3rd nerf she gets in a row, and even after 2 nerfs, she was stupid strong. So hopefully the 3rd one actually does something. I think it's going to bring her healing down to 63 health per skeleton, which is not a lot. It used to be like 100 health per skeleton. Now it's on 63, so a good change. This absolutely good change. Will it be enough? We'll find out. I think it will be. I'd be pretty surprised if it's not, because to be fair, the Evo Witch has to be strong, because the regular Witch is so shit. That's the problem you'd run against with Evo Witch, is if you didn't have a good tank killer, or something that just did a lot of good splash damage at once, you just couldn't kill the Evo Witch. Like, I had decks where my only like splash range card was the Ice Wizard. So if I used an Ice Wizard against an Evil Witch, it would just never die, and there's nothing I could do. So if they got 2 Evil Witches at once, I would just lose the game. There's nothing I could do about it at all. So this should change a little bit. She's a little bit less unkillable, which is great. Absolutely a big fan of that. And now let's get to some other changes that are buffs. I like the buffs in this update for sure. So I think the first one we have is the Ice Golem. The Ice Golem is getting a health buff up to 1344, I believe. That's like an extra almost 100 health. What this is going to change is that the Ice Golem could tank a Sparky shot. And that's a big buff to the Ice Golem. So, yeah. The fact that really a 2 elixir card can tank a full hit from a Sparky is unreal. So, and it's just going to make it a lot tankier against every other interaction in the game. So overall, really good change for the Ice Golem. Definitely like to see that one. And then we also have a little buff to the Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s health, which is also nice to see. The Mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to be getting his health increased. Nothing that's going to change any interactions. He's still, I mean, he used it here. He could tank 2 shots from a Sparky before. He's still going to be able to. He's just shy, like about like 30 health shy of being able to survive a rocket, but I don't think he should be able to survive a rocket, so let's keep it like that. He's already an okay card. They buffed him a while ago, so don't see the point of buffing him again. I don't want to see him get buffed again, but this is really annoying. Sparky Goblin Giant with the Rage. Hate that deck, but Mini P.E.K.K.A., honestly, I don't mind that card that much. And what else do we have? We have a nice little Rascals change. This is a rework, but I'd say, honestly, I don't know if it's a buff or nerf overall. So what the change is that the Rascal Boy's going to get considerably more damage. He's going to be able to one-shot Goblins now, which is really good. So he's going to do the same damage as Knight, pretty much. But the Rascal Girls are getting a damage nerf. So they're not going to be able to one-shot Spear Goblins anymore. They used to be able to one-shot a Spear Goblin, I'm pretty sure. Now they can't. Honestly, I don't know if that's going to really do a lot for the card. I think it'll be around the same strength as it was, but I think it's definitely changing the right direction because the Rascal Girls just did too much damage, and the Rascal Boy was just useless. He was just a sponge. He didn't do any damage. He's like he's like at the same DPS as Battle Healer, man, right? And who uses a Battle Healer for damage? Let's be real here. So yeah, I think that's definitely the good change to make. Then we have these 2 reworks that I don't know if I'm a big fan of them. So we have the Boss Bandit. She's going to get an extra ability, but she's going to lose her ability that she gets when she gets to 50% health. So it's still the same thing, really. And she's going to have an ability cooldown, which is 5 seconds. Overall, I think it's a slight little nerf to the Boss Bandit. So I think it's definitely good, because you can't just, like, have her use her ability that she takes a bunch of damage and you can use her ability right away again. You have to let her, well, you have to wait a little bit, right? So I think overall it's pretty good. So definitely the right thing to do for the Boss Bandit. I think she needs a lot more of a nerf than that. Give her a health nerf, please. She's way too fucking tanky. She should not have the same health as a Royal Giant at 6 elixir and being super fast like a bandit and doing a ton of damage. That's another thing. And then we have the Monk. The Monk is going to be getting another rework where he's going to have 3% more HP, or 5%, something like that. Not much more. And his damage reduction during his ability is only going to be 70% instead of 80%. So basically it's a nerf, it's a buff to the card, but a nerf to the ability. And honestly, I don't know. I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. The Monk's been a little strong recently, especially in Royal Giant, man. I'm not a huge fan of the Royal Giant. That's just, I hate playing Royal Giant, man. It's just, why the fuck would you play Royal Giant, man? So many better card decks. Actually, honestly, Royal Giant's fine. Logbait's the one I hate the most, too. But, yeah. He's still going to be strong, but his ability's going to be a little bit worse. So he's going to take it's going to look like he's taking damage in his ability now, not like he's fucking invincible. And I believe you also have the Giant Skeleton, which is going to be doing 276 damage instead of 266 per hit. And they made an error. It's not his death damage, it's 266. His death damage is like 800. But yeah, he should do more damage per hit. And that's going to allow him to 2-shot Royal Recruits. And that's about it. Nothing else is fucking changing. And he's going to be able to, he's going to be able to one-shot Archers and Firecrackers if he's 1 level above, I think. But that's about it. But yeah, it's going to be it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. I think overall really good balance changes. Not too much to complain about here. Also, I checked back. The Rascals balance change is a big buff to the Rascals. It's not a slight rework. It's a fucking huge buff to the Rascals. Like, the boy's getting 53% more damage. That's insane. So yeah, big buff to the card. They might actually be really good now, so I don't like that. Mortar players and bait players, you're gonna like that, and I'll be baiting it to you. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you guys heavy. YouTube, please stop shadow banning me. I'll try and upload smarter stuff, but honestly, I don't even think my uploads are that bad. So that's so cap. But anyways, yeah, thanks a lot for watching. See you. Fuck if you guys heavy. See you in the next one.